what's up, Slunts? Joker here. Today I wanted to do a quick channel/life update for my subscribers. First thing right out of the gate is I got some big news. If you've been following me on social media, I've been talking about this for the past few weeks, but the time has finally come. And if you're familiar at all with JayzTwoCents or Barnacules, they have a weekly podcast. They do a live podcast called Tech Talk. It's over on JayzTwoCents' channel. They now are doing it earlier in the day, so it's at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. But the big thing is that I am going to be on that show. Joker, is going to be on Tech Talk with JayzTwoCents and Barnacules Nerdgasm today at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. The link's going to be down in the description below to Jay's channel in case you're living under a rock and you don't know who JayzTwoCents already is. I'm going to be on his podcast, so a very big opportunity for me, and I'm just really excited to go and be on the show and get a chance to hang out with those guys on air in front of, you know, a large audience. I think it's just going to be an absolute blast, and it's like it's crazy. It's like a very star-struck moment for me, honestly, because it's like I don't even know what to equate it to. It's like, you know, someone wanting to go on like a TV show and like actually getting to start to like meet like celebrities or something. Like, even though I know it's just YouTube, but I started out watching these guys as a fan of Jay and as a fan of Barnacules, and, you know, I've watched their channels grow, and I've just been a fan of them for so long. So now that I'm actually able to consider them sort of as my peers and almost on, well, not on an equal playing field, their channels are way beyond what my channel is right now, and I hope to be at that level someday. But it's strange to think of them as my peers, to a point where that they're willing to have me on their tech show because they like what I'm doing, or at least I've been talking quite a bit to Jay. I haven't really talked to Jerry much at all, but I have been talking to Jay on Skype and stuff. So and he liked my channel and invited me on the show, and he's been absolutely fantastic. And he's also been guiding me through some life changes as well, which brings me into the second thing I wanted to talk about today, which is something I've mentioned numerous times in the past, is the surgery that I'm looking to get, which is the gastric sleeve, or the sleeve gastrectomy. It's not the gastric bypass, which is like the full Roux-en-Y, which is basically where they reroute your intestines. I'm not getting that one. If you're not really familiar with the difference, there's a few different ones. There's like lap band, there's gastric sleeve, there's gastric bypass. Gastric bypass is by far the most risky of the operations, because they do reroute your intestines, and your body then doesn't absorb the nutrients and vitamins that it needs, and you have to be on special pills for the rest of your life and vitamins, and it makes the rest of your life can be really rough after having that surgery. So I'm going with the gastric sleeve, which is definitely less invasive when compared to the bypass, but it's still a proven method. It still, works very well. They're basically going to be shrinking the size of my stomach down up to about the size of a banana. So I'll get full very quickly. So things like this delicious large black iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, like 2 sips in the future, and I'll be full. By the far, I did not ask for a large, by the way. I was like, yeah, can you get me a medium? And they're like, just give me a large. I'm just like, okay, here's a fucking liter of coffee, just in case you need to pep up for the day. But once I have this surgery, there's no way in hell I would be able to drink that entire thing without throwing up my guts, because it's just going to limit how much food I can intake, and hopefully I can lose weight and be healthier, so I can just, live a fuller life and be able to get out more and do more things that I want to do, because I've been limited by my weight my entire life for the things that I want to do, and I'd like to do more. And now professionally with YouTube, I would love to be able to go to E3, CES, GDC, all these different big trade show things that a lot of my favorite YouTubers go to, and all these conventions and stuff. I would love to be able to get out to go to those things, but the fact is, because of my size and my limitations with stamina, is I just can't go to these events, because, traveling, I would have to buy 2 airplane seats. When I travel on an airplane, I have to buy 2 seats. That's how fat I am. I am 500 pounds. I don't talk about this much on my channel anymore, but I am 500 pounds. I am a big fucker. And I'm just trying to keep it real with you guys like I always do. So I'm going to get this surgery. The date is set now. It's official. It's coming down. Like, I know I've been saying, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. No, it's happening. May 26th, 2015, I'm getting my surgery. I've got my pre-admission testing day scheduled and the post-op all scheduled. Everything is set in place. The wheels are in motion. Things are happening. May 26th, I'm having my surgery. So you can expect another life update / channel update around that time, and I'll try to do as much as I can. Although I imagine shortly after the surgery, I'm probably going to be limited as far as what videos I can do, and but I'm still going to try. I mean, I'm still just sitting here behind a desk. It's not like I'm, it's not like I'm running triathlons for you guys on camera. I'm just sort of sitting here, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to continue videos, regularly shortly after the surgery, and I shouldn't be out of commission for too long. But any support you guys can give me, I appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys are looking out for me. A lot of people are always saying, Joker, we want to see you lose weight so you can, be healthier and not die young. And I couldn't agree more. So hopefully the surgery does that for me. And because I would love to continue making these videos for years to come and get slimmer and trimmer and just be the same amazing individual, but just sexier. Because I'm already pretty damn sexy as it is. I understand there's only so much sexy you can put into one body, so it's going to be a rough balance trying to balance the level of sexiness there. Maybe I've got to a bit of a tangent. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, so surgery's coming up May 26th. Tech Talk is tonight or this afternoon if you're on the West Coast, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And then there's one more topic I wanted to cover in this video, and looks like we're going pretty smooth here, so I don't think I'm going to have to do much editing. But you heard me also talking about getting the ROG Swift, the PG278Q from Asus, the 1440p, 1 millisecond G-Sync monitor. Well, I got it. I got it last week. It was absolutely amazing for about the 4 or 5 days that I had it. And I already see the comments coming like I told you so or whatever, Joker, but you know what? The monitor was amazing. The problem was it arrived with one dead pixel, and it wasn't even really that noticeable unless it was on a very specific, like it was on like an 18% gray background, which just happens to be the exact color of the background on Sony Vegas. So every time I opened Sony Vegas to edit a video, there was like a white dot staring right at me in the center of the screen. And I honestly questioned whether I was going to send it back or not over this. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I saved for this monitor. I spent $800 on this monitor. I shouldn't have to put up with a dead pixel by any means. So I rang Newegg. They accepted it back. It should be arriving at their warehouse tomorrow. And then they have to inspect it over a period of like 2 to 3 days before they can approve the RMA and send me out a new one, hopefully. So fingers crossed that goes all well and I get a new ROG Swift sometime next week, because it was a fantastic monitor. And I have to say, going back to 1080 afterwards was kind of painful. I didn't realize how limited the real estate was on the screen for 1080p. It's not that things look bad necessarily. It's just that everything feels, on 1080p now, everything feels kind of squished. Especially since I already had all of my windows and everything optimized for 1440 and the scaling. As soon as I went over to 1080 and everything was like so big, I was like, wow, 1080 is just not an ideal resolution anymore. Once you see 1440p, it's like just not even, I'm not even talking about games. I couldn't really notice that much of a difference in games, but just doing regular desktop stuff and just having that extra screen real estate was absolutely amazing, especially for video editing. When I was video editing and I had all the timelines of being able to extend it out and I had a much larger preview window, it made it so much easier for me with my workflow. And I want it back just for that reason alone, and I can't wait to get it back so I can get back to work with the 1440 screen, because using this 1080 monitor, compared to that now, it's like a fucking nightmare. But hopefully I get it back soon, and then after I get it back, and then hopefully if it's working 100%, then I can give you guys a full review on it, because I really enjoyed my time with it. Although I did have some gripes with the color on the monitor to begin with, but I got it calibrated properly using my own advanced method. It's not very advanced, but I'll go over that in the ROG Swift video of how I color calibrate my monitors. But yeah, so look out for that in the future. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little update, because yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what to say there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the the update, and I hope you guys do come out and watch Tech Talk tonight and support me. Once again, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Links down in the description below to JayzTwoCents channel where you can watch that live, but it will be uploaded afterwards if it's too late for you, if you live in like Europe or anything like that. Jay does, they upload them right afterwards, so you could watch it after it's done in case you're not around to watch it live. I understand some people are busy, people live in different time zones, no biggie, but hopefully you guys do watch it at some point and support me on there. I would really appreciate that. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. So please stick a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ra!